letting you in. Take a look at you and start to lose my balance. What am I falling into? This feels like something new. I've seen a lot of views, but they were nothing like this. The way you do what you do, I think you're something brand new.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted this morning to have opening words from the Commissioner for Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Kadri Simson.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. I'm delighted to address this year's Euro-Electric Power Summit, and apologies I couldn't be there in person in beautiful Athens. The past few years have been transformative for the EU energy system. In 2019, we took the groundbreaking decision to make Europe the first continent committed to climate neutrality by 2050. This was translated into political action with the European Green Deal and the energy transition at its core. Then, Europe found itself confronted with two successive crises. The shock of the COVID-19 pandemic turned our world upside down, followed by Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine and the energy crisis as Russia weaponized energy. However, thanks to our decisive and unified response under the REPowerEU plan, we successfully leveraged the strength of our energy union and came through these crises. Gas storages are already now more than 60% full, which is 24 percentage points higher than the previous historic average. Gas demand has been reduced by 19% over the past year and a half, saving around 124 billion cubic meters of gas. And total imports of Russian LNG and pipeline gas have plummeted to 15% in 2023 compared to 45% in 2021. What all of this means is that we have successfully cut our dependency on Russia, while also providing unwavering support to our friends in Ukraine. One standout moment of this support was the successful synchronization of Ukrainian and Moldovan power systems with the continental European network. Building on the synchronization, we see a gradual increase in the capacity for cross-border electricity trade between the EU and Ukraine and Moldova. This is key to keeping Ukraine's energy system stable, its homes warm and lights on. Dear friends, the energy crisis and the urgent need to cut our ties with Russia pushed us to speed up the energy transition, deploy more renewable energy, and accelerate the decarbonization of our economy. Over the past years, we have made significant progress. Preliminary estimates point to 2023 being another record year for renewables. New installed capacity is estimated at around 73 gigawatts. This represents an 18% increase compared to 2022 and helped us save around 13 additional BCM of gas. We also saw an increase in electrification across different end-use sectors, notably transport and buildings. 21.5% of all new cars registered in 2023 in the EU were electric vehicles, and about 2.65 million heat pumps were sold in the EU. With the adoption of the Fit for 55 package, we now have a strong legislative framework in place to ensure future-proof energy markets and a cost-effective transition towards 2030. Alongside this, we have launched several sectoral initiatives in areas where we see a need for further action and support. This includes the EU Crises Action Plan, published last November, together with a revised list of projects of common interest with key energy infrastructure projects. The action plan tackles growing grid infrastructure needs. It will help to unlock the necessary investments urgently needed for the energy transition and ensure that clean energy can flow to where it is needed. However, we cannot be complacent. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. We especially need to intensify efforts for the delivery of our 2030 climate and energy targets. The The ball is now in Member States' court to speed up implementation. While this will not be easy, I am confident that it is achievable. As today's summit is taking place in Athens, let me highlight the impressive progress Greece has made in the energy sector. 2023 was a record year for clean energy in the country. Greece also continues to play an important role in the broader region with its ambitious strategy of expanding interconnections with neighboring countries. Looking ahead, we must continue to nurture Europe's industrial competitiveness and clean tech manufacturing sector. At the same time, we need to consolidate the strength of our energy union to ensure it delivers on our 2030 climate and energy targets on the ground, and we can prepare for 2040 and beyond. In parallel, it will also be important that the EU continues to lead by example in international efforts to deliver the global energy transition, together with our close partners in the neighborhood and across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the transition to climate neutrality requires the EU's energy system to be decarbonized rapidly and comprehensively. As shown in our 2040 climate target assessment published this year, further expanding and decarbonizing our electricity sector is a crucial pillar of this work. We need to explore all avenues to trigger investments and address remaining bottlenecks. I'm sure today's event will provide further food for thought. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all an excellent summit.